Morning. We'll wait for some people to come in before we get into the eggs. Hopefully I don't spill my coffee. We'll take this girl out while we're waiting. See, that's where I picked her up from. She's such a good girl. Wait and see if anybody shows up. Nobody shows up, we'll turn it into a recorded. We will stop. I'll stop the live and I'll just do a my girl Foxy. She's gotten long. She's gotten long. Oh, we got somebody in here. What's up, Evan? I'll get to the eggs here in a minute. I'm just trying to wait and see if anybody shows up. Yeah, we're going to do eggs today. Got to pull plastic off the first clutch. So, but I figure I'll wait till we get some people in here, though. At least a couple. It's only you right now and me on my other TV. It's going. It's going. Same old here. How's it going with you? Oh, we got somebody else in here now. We will get to the eggs here in a little bit. Just waiting to hopefully get some people in here. We get some people in and then we'll get on to the eggs. But I figure I'd take Foxy out right now. Oh, we already lost somebody. Can't please everyone. Look at the friggin' tan line, huh? Wanna see what's funny? It's like you got a farmer's tan big time. I've been out on the bike a little bit, not a lot, but a couple times a week. But in those couple, I didn't used to have a tan line when I was younger and fucking a lot more fit. I know all summer I never had a shirt on. Now I don't go without a shirt. Yeah, well, it's a biker's tan actually for me. But yeah, we call them farmers tans around here in Maine. But I can see where other people would call it trucker tans in other states. But here in Maine, that's what we call a farmer's tan. Good morning, Cheryl. Thank you for joining us. This is Foxy. We're gonna get on to the eggs. I gotta put it's not a real big deal, but we're at day 50 here on my first clutch. So we're anywhere from 5 to 10 days out from getting our first pip. But today we got to take the plastic off the clutch. But a lot of people, don't know what the eggs actually look like. This is a hypo leopard, and this is my girl Foxy. And I'm sure you can know exactly why I called her Foxy. Cause she's just gorgeous to me. But she is a hypolepid. She was sold to me as a hypolepid. I've had other people say she's got other stuff in her, but that's what she was sold to me as. But she's beautiful. I love her tattoos. That's what I call them on her face. She got great markings. Let's see if I can get them better. It's hard in here. The lighting's either too powerful or Evie! Evie's in the house. Morning, Evie. Oh, we got a few people in here. We're gonna get on to the eggs here in a little bit. I'm kind of hoping that maybe we can get a few people in here before I whip them out. She's such a sweetheart. Hey, I was actually very, very happy to see anybody here watch the curly-haired keeper. I don't watch her a lot, but I caught a video, her last video the other day, and she's just like I am. Reaches in, takes her boas out. You know what I mean? And it's nice to see other people, that have the the same I don't know mentality that I have. I'm not big on. I don't use hooks. I don't tap train. I do touch training. Open the tub up. Open the tub up, and this is what I do. I go right in and touch them. This is an IMG boa that she just ate last night. But look, I'm touching her all over her head and all that. I'm no threat. Know why? Because that's our normal routine. You know what I mean? I don't normally go and sit there and rub her like that or around her face, but I want people to see that my boas don't care. It has no effect on them whatsoever because they're so used to me touching and feeling them and Christ, kissing them. I love my snakes. I didn't always. I was scared to death of them up till like 6 years ago. She wants to stay out with me, but I want to show somebody else off, girl. Oh, we got 6 people in here now. If we can hit 8 people, then I'll go ahead and do the eggs. I want to get at least a few people in here because I want to answer questions if anybody's got any questions also. So, but it is so boring. I mean, the egg process, honestly, you put them in the incubator and you leave them alone for 50 days. And then you take the plastic off and then you put them back in the incubator and then you wait for a pip. It's not, it's exciting, because the unknown, it's a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get till you open it up, until they come out. So, that's exciting, but the whole process of once they lay to once you get the first pip it's not really it's nothing. Other than the egg wrinkling. The egg wrinkling, I like it when you start seeing the eggs wrinkle, you're getting close to day 50 because they'll stay perfect. And I'm going to show you the second clutch that I have in there. Those eggs are still perfect. But we're only 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in on that clutch. I can't remember exactly how far in we are, but this beautiful girl, beautiful girl, I love her so much. I do, but I love them all that much. I really do. No, you go. She doesn't want to go back. She's gonna act like Aurora today. All right. I gotta get her back. get her back. And we only got 6 people in here, but oh well. I don't get a big following. Oh, there she goes. My hands are cold too. I'm surprised she actually. Actually, it's probably only 72 in here. All right. We got any questions? All right, you guys ready to see eggs? You guys probably want to see eggs, huh? All right, well, I had somebody once tell me that they like my videos because I don't do the edit and all that, and they said, oh, you like Mr. Beast? You should be like Mr. Beast. Boy, am I glad I'm not nothing like Mr. Beast. Holy shit. But anyway, here we go. Ah, I know you're ready, Evie. Is it good? All right, Lighten, can you guys see? Yeah, you get to see me watching myself up on my TV. That's a good sign. No smelly eggs. All right, now I'm gonna bring them over here, and I'll bring you guys with me. I know. My wife's here too. She's peeking. She's peeking. Dog's in here too. Can't go anywhere without Sidekick. All right, Evie's waiting. Evie's like, come on, show them damn eggs. All right, here we go. Lots of condensation now on the top, see? So when I take this off, I got to be real careful because I don't want to get a whole bunch of... You guys want to zoom in probably. There we go. Now you can see. Whoops, sorry. There we go. Come on. Oh, I'm in the light. Come on, Diesel. Diablo, sorry. Now I gotta move this over. Oh my God. Sorry, people. All right, here we go. I'm still gonna be in the light. I'm still in the light. I should have had the wife just hold the camera. Look at that. Now, you see I got some droplets of... let's do it this way. Let's try it this way. I'm so sorry, everybody. All right, I'm going to hold these fuckers up. Instead of... Oh, we almost got a crease already in one. But you see those lovely eggs? And you see how dented they are? That's normal. But I've got condensation on them now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dry paper towel. Oh, that's a little tiny. That's not very big. Now I'm just going to get the droplets of water off them. You see me dabbing them? And I'll show you after. And there. Oops, right there in that little crease right there. But there we go. See that? Dry. All dry. But that's what they look like right now. It's all wrinkly. Whoop. I gotta look at the screen. All wrinkly and all that. This is a real small. This thing is shrunk right up. But I still wouldn't be a bit surprised if there's a snake in there. Because they look all great. They really do. They look beautiful. This is what you normally would see, you know, at this time, at this stage. Actually, I got lots of water in the bottom here. So we got to get that too. You don't want them sitting in any just standing water. All right, that looks pretty good. I wouldn't necessarily recommend myself. I'll do it with my own, but I probably wouldn't recommend anybody else probably picking those eggs up and all that. All right, now we'll go back over to the incubator. Yeah. And we're going to stick these back in. No, the eggs are still real leathery. I mean, I can feel the weight of the snakes in the egg. You know what I'm saying? I can tell that they're a lot heavier now than when I originally put them in there. So yes, I can definitely tell there's snakes in there. And trust me, fucking look, there I go with the F-bomb. But they'll definitely be an all mature snake in there. When the eggs are all white and beautiful like that and not nasty looking, because I've even seen some nasty looking eggs that you swear there's not going to be a good snake in there. And even that egg will have a good snake in there. But most of the time, a nasty egg isn't going to have, a healthy snake in it. All right, I can't take the plastic off to show you, but you guys see how better shape these eggs are. They're not all creased up. You probably can't see that great, but those eggs are still in great, perfectly round and symmetrical and all that, like when she first laid them. Well, when you get close to day 50, that's when they start wrinkling up, and that's normal. Everybody sees that. That's just something that happens. But there, we'll get them back in there, and we won't mess with them again now. But I could have pips any from tomorrow. Tomorrow to day 65. We're at day 50 today. So, 10 to 15 days. 10 to 15 days, fucking, we should have, and it ain't going to be 50. All mine have pipped the last 3 clutches, my first 3 clutches that I ever had. They all pipped under the 55 days. I think my soonest pip was like 53. Yeah, 10 to 15 days from now, but honestly, Evie, I should have a pip within 5 days. I would, or by 5 days. At least my other 3 clutches were like that. Like I said, my earliest pip I had was day 53. So that's why I say, honestly, any time from now to day 60, I'll definitely have a pip. I would think I'll have a pip before day 55 or by day 55. And if I have a couple of them by day 55, I'll cut the rest of them. And yes, I'm going to do all that on video. I'll make sure, but realize I'm still new at this too. This is only my 4th clutch ever. So, but honestly, it doesn't seem that hard. The biggest thing I would say out of all of it is you want to have a good incubator. You have a good incubator, you're not going to have any problems. You won't have any problems whatsoever. 13. No, I'm not a pro by any means, but I'm telling you, once your snake lays, and you're gonna do it, you're gonna use an incubator, and you're gonna. I don't know what the price is on your Wilbanks, but that's one of those hot boxes by oh my God. Give me a second. By Reptile Basics. I think that's where it is. It's the hot box. And I mean, and if you're only going to do four to six clutches, that's perfect. Because I can do 6 clutches at a time in that. You know, but if you're going to go big, you know, you're going to want something bigger than that. If you're going to do more than 6 clutches at a time, you're going to want something bigger than that. But that's good for up to 6 clutches. You know, and I love it. It holds the heat and humidity perfect. No, that's fine, Evie. Appreciate you coming and being here this morning.
Puppy and I are gonna go grab the Walmart pickup.
All right.
And we'll be right back.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Wife and the dog. Wife and the dog are going to do Walmart pickup. You guys want to see Roxy? Two greeters I know of plus Baker. You hi. No, and I'm not. I've never heard of them, but I'm nobody. So just because I haven't heard of the Wilbanks, I'm just saying that I love my incubator. You know what I mean? And I was just putting that out there. But this is like, I think, just under $600 for that one. You know what I mean? So it's kind of pricey for only being able to do 6 clutches, I think. There are a lot of DIY incubators out there that work amazing too, because I know a lot of guys that use the DIYs, you know, where they build them themselves out of a cooler or whatever, and those work really good too. You just want to make sure that you got them completely dialed in before you just throw eggs in there, you know. That's all. I just felt better by buying a manufactured incubator because, like I said, I'm nobody. I somewhat know what I'm doing. I know just enough to be dangerous, and that's about it. So I'm nobody too, but I researched on their website, and the smallest one seems exactly what I will need. Price seems fair too. That's cool. No, that's good. I was just saying, you know what I mean? I want people to, and obviously you did. You researched, and that's what I want people to do. Just research. Don't, because there are a lot of good stuff out there that's cheaper than you know, some of the other stuff, and it's just as good. It's just not going to be what you're going to see on, you know, Nerd or, you know, Jason's Exotics, you know, the guys that are big time. You know, like my racks. I love my racks. These are about the cheapest racks that you can buy, but I've had them for 6 years now and not one sag. No sags in any of my levels. You know, all of them. And these are like $400 for a 5-stacker, CB70. You know what I mean? But you're not gonna feel if you trying to be, you know, want to be that big person, you know, like the big breeders. Well, you're not gonna look very big, you know, rocking these racks. But hey, my snakes love it. They hold humidity awesome. They humidity, heat, you know, ambient temperature. They hold great. You know, like I said, these are, and I haven't had to do anything. 6 years old, and I haven't had to replace any heat tape or anything like that. The heat tape's still rocking. You know, I mean, for $400, I think you have to buy your tub separate though, so it's like another $100. So you have like close to $500 in a CB70 5-stacker. These are $275, two something for these. You know, the VE6s, and I like these too because they're versatile, because they hold either these size tubs or this size tub. Whoop, I scared him. Or this size tub, or they go even smaller where a tub is like half this size. So I do like these racks as far as versatility and price wise and durability. You know what I mean? No, no, and that's good. See, I never wanted to be a breeder. I got into this. These are just really honestly just my pets. That's probably my last two clutches of ball pythons that I'll ever do. Honestly, I've got enough pet snakes now. I'm counting these ones. I'll be at like 48 snakes. So I don't need any more. I got 5 boa constrictors and the rest are all ball pythons. So right now I'm sitting at 33. I got those 13 babies coming out. You know, no, I'm just a pet person. Up to 6 years ago, I was petrified of snakes, but I'm a fucking huge animal person. There I go with the F bomb. Sorry, I love animals. So I was just scared of them. And because I thought, oh, you know, they just want to tear us up. But that's the farthest thing from the truth, man. I mean, these guys are so awesome. I mean, I love them. And how I got over it is watching YouTube videos, watching these young kids reaching right in the bag and pulling these snakes out. And I'm waiting for them to get lit up, meaning bit. And I'm not seeing it. And I'm going, what in the hell? And then I'm also seeing these parents just letting their kids do it. And I'm like, what in the hell? You know, because me being scared of them is going, I'd never do that. You know, I'd never have my kids just But the more I researched and the more I saw, I was like, yes. Because like I said, I've always been intrigued with them. I always thought they were beautiful. You know what I mean? I love the patterns. But I was scared like a little bitch. You know, I mean, literally, fucking, they would freak me out when I see them out in the way. If I'm walking along and I see one on the ground and it move, it would freak me out. Where I would literally yell, ah, and act all stupid and shit. But now look at me. I'm just reaching in and taking my bows out. No tap training here. If you love them, they'll know that you love them. And then there'll never be a reason that you ever have to worry about them being defensive with you because they know they're not stupid animals. I've had them long enough now. And I always knew they weren't stupid. You can't take an animal that's got no arms and no legs and that survives, you know, in the wild and be able to call that stupid. You know, they survive. I gotta make sure this is zoomed out. Sorry, people. I love this shirt, but it sucks. It's making me feel like a hobo because it's starting to. All my letters and my words and my pictures of my ball pythons are going away. It's kind of my bummy shirt now. But my daughter made it for me, so it's got sentimental value. Just explaining why I look like a bum. But this is Roxy, my Dumeril's boa. She is my oldest boa. At whopping, 6? 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 6 years old, yep. She's a 6-year-old. 2018. And she is such a sweetheart. Anybody looking and thinks they want to get a boa, but they want a boa that you know, is generally calm and very personable, you know, and very sociable. These Dumeril's boas, honestly, she was scared in the beginning. She wasn't defensive. She was never defensive, but she would go run. You know, she'd let me take her out, but when I take her out, she'd get a little runny at first, but then she'd chill right out. And then when I go to put her back, as soon as the her head and her neck would hit the tub, she'd go flying to the back of the tub. But she was never defensive. She was always just scared, but never scared defensive. And she got right over it. I want to say probably within, I don't know, probably less than a month of me just handling her and just going in and giving her pats, opening her enclosure, and then just giving her some pats and then close her back up. You know what I mean? And I did that with all my snakes in the very beginning from get-go. I open them up, whether I'm going to take them out or not. I just open them up and like say good morning. You know what I mean? Because that's my routine here. Anybody that's new here, first thing I do is I come in here. First thing, I get dressed and I come right in here and I go through all the tubs and make sure nobody needs to be cleaned. I'm not a fucking once a month cleaner. I clean them as they go. They're only sitting in a dirty mess possibly for a few hours because literally I come in here multiple times during the day. You know, I work from home, so I have no problem keeping up. And I'm on paper towels too. So, you know, I don't I'm not a once a week cleaner. I'm a total cleaner. When they go, I'm got the chlorhexidine out and clean, doing a total cleaning the whole tub out. So these and they're so used to being clean that literally when they go to the bathroom, they'll be at the total opposite side of their tub because they're so used to being clean. They don't want to be just sitting in it. You know what I mean? So and when they've gone, when I open the tub up, they coming right out to me because they want to be clean because they don't want to be in that tub, in a nasty tub. So they'll come right out. And there's nothing better. That in anybody that owns snakes, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. There is no better feeling than when you open your snake's enclosure and they come right to you. You know what I mean? When they get that comfortable and they come right to you, there's no better feeling. It's just like, having a dog and it listening to you when you ask or tell it something, but that's as close as you're going to get, with being, kind of like that with a snake is that when they come right to you. Or when you go and pick them up and they don't care. They're not trying to get away. They're not running. Look at her. She's not trying to get away. She's just kind of like exploring. And I love that. I love the fact that when I take my snakes out, they're more than happy to just sit here and hang out with me. Not trying to get away. They're not trying to find someplace else to be. They just as soon be with me. But she's a good sized girl. My wife now goes, man, she's got some weight to her. No, and you never want to go in fast anyway. I know a lot of people in the beginning when I first started watching videos, they were like, oh, you want to go right in fast and come out, The biggest thing with me is I say you don't want to go in fast, but you want to go in one motion. You don't want to be hesitant. When you decide you're going in to take them out, you want to go right in one motion, pick them, grab them, not grab them, but you know what I mean. Pick them up and bring them out. And then just give them a few seconds. The new snakes that aren't used to being handled or whatever, just give them a few seconds once you take them right out and let them just settle in. And this isn't so much for you, Evan, because I know that you've had him for a while. So it's just, I'm adding on top of what you're saying. So don't get it that I'm saying that you're wrong or anything. I'm adding to what you were saying because you're absolutely right. Sometimes they still will be scared. But when you go in, you just really got to go in and go right in and then pick them up, take them out, and then give them a few seconds to realize, because they're going to want that few seconds to go, wait a minute, because now they're gonna want. Now they're thinking. Now that you've got them picked up, now what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? So they're always going, oh, what's the next scenario that could happen? Well, when they come out and they sitting in your hand and they realize, oh shit, nothing's happening. You know, I'm just sitting here and he's holding me now. And you know, and then then all snakes will settle down within a few seconds anyway. Within 30 seconds, most all snakes will finally stop, and they might be a little tense, but they'll finally stop and relax and not be so runny and stuff. You know, but every snake can be handleable. It's just you got to keep doing it. You just got to keep getting those interactions. Keep, you know, having good interactions. Know when to put them away. Know when they're starting to get stressed and know when to put them away. Don't keep them out too long. In the very beginning, I always say, you know, it's better to take them out multiple times during the day as opposed to having them out long times, you know, less times, longer times during the day. You're better off in the very beginning just taking them out, having them out for 5-10 minutes and putting them back. Because you want them to get to the realization that, yes, you're going to come out, you're not going to be out for long, and then you're going to go right back to where you feel safest. And eventually they get to the point where they go, hey, I feel just as safe with you as I do in my home. And then, and you'll know, they'll start coming to you when you open up their enclosures. They'll let you know that, hey, I want that interaction. You know, I want to hang out with you today. You know, let's do some stuff. You know, because we do here. My wife folds laundry with them around her neck and throws them on the bed. We don't throw our snakes around, but she'll put them on our bed and she'll fold clothes and then, you know, stack them up. I think everybody folds laundry a lot of times, and you'll either stack it up on your couch or you'll stack it up on your bed while you're getting, you know, it all folded up, and then you'll go put it away. Well, that's what my wife does in the bedroom. She'll stack all the laundry up as she's folding it, and she'll have a snake out, and the snake's just sitting there amongst the piles of clothes, and perfectly fine with everybody, with her standing over my cane corso, running around, jumping up on the bed and laying down. My snakes honestly actually seem like they're drawn to my dogs. My American Bulldog that I had before, all my snakes, when I take them out, they're all like curious and always like going towards the dog. So we'd let them sit and hang out on the couch together. You know, and my dog was real good with him. It was like he realized that they're little kids. He was always real good around little kids. He wasn't, you know, forceful and you know, he didn't step on him. He didn't knock him over and anything like that. And he was the same way with the damn snakes. It was funny. It was like he knows. And Diesel, same way. Diesel come right up, put his nose right on. They'll go nose to nose all the time and boop each other. You know, all my snakes, they're wicked chill. Good morning, Danielle. I see ya. I just get, you know how I get. If I stop mid-sentence, I'll forget what I was talking about, because I already just forgot what I was talking about. But I think I was done. Oh, shit. How's the lighting? Can you guys see me? Is it like dark as shit? It looks dark on my end, but I can't really tell. I'm sorry, Danielle. I waited as long as I could. I waited till I got like 6 or 7 people in here. And then I did the egg thing already. You'll have to watch just after it gets uploaded. But we pulled the plastic off. It won't be long. I'm figuring probably within 5 days I'll probably get my first pet. But I'm going to share it with everybody. You know, because I do know this is when it really gets exciting, even for me. Because now we're finally at the downside of it. You know, we're on the, I don't know how to talk, people. I'm not ever going to fucking sound very professional. So if you're here hoping that you're going to listen and hear somebody that sounds professional, you're not. You know, like I said, I know just enough to be dangerous when it comes to breeding and all that. But what I do know is I definitely know how to take care of my snakes. And you know, that my snakes are happy. You know, it's real easy to tell. Yeah, Danielle, you're an hour behind. So your YouTube's also an hour behind. You know what I mean? That I really think that's the biggest issue is YouTube because the same thing happens to me. I have lives that are supposedly already going, but won't I can't watch them yet because I'm an hour behind or an hour ahead of whoever's doing the live. This girl is just so cool. And you see, this is exactly, she's proven exactly why I said that if anybody's thinking they want to get a boa, but they want a boa that is very handleable and they're honestly, I have not seen a Dumeril's boa that doesn't act just like my girl Roxy. And I didn't do anything special with her. You know, I haven't done anything different than I have with all my other snakes, and she's just awesome. She's a beautiful girl, and she's not full grown yet though. That's the other thing. I mean, she's still got some growing. She's only 6, so she could get 8. She could get 8 feet. We'll have to wait and see. I think 6 to 8 feet is average for these guys. But there's always the exception to the rule. I've got a huge male ball python that blows that, 2.5, 3.5 foot long male, average to all 2 shit. He's got to be every bit of close to fucking 5.5 foot. I mean, he's a beast, and he's for sure a male because I got to clutch eggs out of him and another female. So he's every bit of a male. No, I don't. Raven's not as chill as the rest of these guys, but I think just because she's wild caught and she is different than these guys, I think I get just as much enjoyment out of holding her. All of my boas, I really do. I mean, I love Aurora. You hear me say it all the time, and Aurora's a wicked sweetheart too. But so ain't Motley. My little baby boa. I mean, Motley is a wicked sweetheart. So isn't Foxy though. Foxy's a wicked sweetheart. Aurora's a sweetheart. This girl's a sweetheart. I mean, who doesn't want this right here? Oh, get yourself a boa because boas are more active. You guys have seen my boas. If I have them out more than 5-10 minutes, they act just like ball pythons, and they act more like ball pythons than my ball pythons act like ball pythons when I have them out. My ball pythons move around, not trying to get away, but they move around, they explore. They don't just sit and ball up, and they're not just in a coil. You know what I mean? My ball pythons move around, honestly, I think more than my boas do once I've had my boas out for a little bit, because my boas will just sit and chill out. They won't even want to move. They don't even try to move. I mean, look at this girl. She's not doing anything. And literally, I'm telling you, I fell asleep in the chair for 3 hours with her, and she never moved. She never moved. I didn't mean to fall asleep in the chair with her, but luckily my wife was home, so my wife was watching her. But my wife said that she was watching her, and basically she swore up and down that she thought Roxy was actually sleeping too, because she never moved a muscle either. She sat right there in my lap, in a coil, not balled up, but in a loose coil, laying right in my lap, sleeping with me for 3 hours in the afternoon. I mean, and These guys get so chill. All of them do. Even Raven. I would take Raven out, but Raven just ate Wednesday. But so didn't this girl, but she just peed last night, so I know that she started digesting, and she's probably just about all digested. But you see this? This is what I've seen with every Dumeril's boa that I've ever seen, from little ones to ones that are twice the size of her. There's a guy out there that's got a 10-footer Dumeril's boa, and it's friggin' massive. To me, I almost think it's probably obese, but it's massive. I can't take Aurora out because Aurora just ate last night. But you see how nice and slow she goes away now? Like I said, when I first got her in the very beginning, as soon as her head hit that tub, she would have gone flying. I mean, flying to the point where the tub would have moved like towards the back, like it was closing up, because she would have gone so fast, you know. And you look at her now; she goes so nice and slow, and I can touch her still, and she'll still go nice and slow. You know, she's gonna try to probably come back out. Nope, she's going back in there. But there's Raven. There's Raven girl. And she's all balled up. She could smack me right there if she wanted to. You see her? I'm patting her. No. Love my girls. I got all girl boas. Motley can come out. You guys want to see Motley? We lost some people. People don't like to hear how I do things. They don't like to see how I do things. I don't care. You four people are my people. The other 4 people obviously weren't my people. But yeah, and here we go. There's Motley. But I do, Evan. You know, like I said, when I bought my snakes, I did it right, because I got, you know, not that anybody else isn't, and not that anybody else didn't, but a lot of breeders, instead of getting them oohs and ahs, they get snakes that are stacked up with genes inside, but don't really look real fancy. Well, now that we're getting to this point, you know, in the world where people really don't have money, you know, let's just face it, people don't have a lot of money right now to spend on, you know, on animals and stuff. Everybody's basically just getting by and trying to maintain what they have right now. I'm doing the same thing, you know. So with that being said, those people that got into the snake breeding and all that only to make money and try to become, you know, make a name for themselves, a lot of them dropped off the fucking face of the earth now, because, you know, nothing's selling. Yes, your big breeders are still selling. Are they selling it like they were? Absolutely not. But they're selling to people that got deep pockets still. You know, but guys like me aren't buying $1,000, $2,000 snakes right now. We're maintaining what we have, you know. So with that being said, a lot of people that have those snakes that are stacked up with all these genes in them, but not real great to look at, they're all dumping those snakes now. And, you know, because they don't really, because they're not really nice to look at. I bought all my snakes because I like the looks of them. from get-go. I didn't care what they could produce for me, what I could get out of them. I didn't care how much the babies would be, in the very beginning. I didn't really care what the babies could be until I found out what clown pies were going for, 6 years ago. They were going for 35, almost $4,000. So yeah, when I heard that, I was like, man, I love the clowns. That's a project I want to get into. Well, as you know, I didn't get any clown pies out of that first clutch that I did with her, and now I'm hesitant on even breeding her until after I do the genetic test, the skin test. So once I do the skin test, and if both come back 100% positive for Hetfapied, 100% Hetfapied, then I probably will eventually go and pair them again, but not until. But at this point in time, I could care less about doing any more breeding. Maybe boas eventually. Maybe I might do some breeding with my boas, but I'm not real anxious about doing boas either. You realize how big of a clutch, how many babies a boa can have at one time? No, and that's why you'll never fucking get to a point where you want to get rid of him, Evan, because you bought him because you liked the looks of what he was. He was what you was looking for, and you bought him. Well, there are a lot of people out there when they get into breeding, they don't care about what the snake looks like. They care what's inside of that snake. You know what I mean? All the different genes and all that. Totally get it. But when nothing is selling, and now you've got a whole collection full of decent looking snakes, but they're nothing fancy at all, and now you've got a bunch of, I love normals, but I'm going to use a normal, but they look like normals. So now you got half your collection looks like normals. And now that people aren't into buying anything, you're stuck with all those snakes. You're stuck with a bunch of normal looking snakes, even though they're not. They're probably triple, double, quadruple headed, all that. But to a pet person that wants to buy a good looking snake, that snake just looks like a normal to them. And they're not going to understand why you're asking big ass money for what looks to be a normal, And what I'm getting at is I'm not in the least give two shits that I've got all these snakes, that I got these 33 snakes right now, because I don't care. I'm totally happy that I got them 33 snakes. They're my pets now. You know what I mean? Ziggy, I'd let Ziggy go if somebody wanted Ziggy, but the rest of them right now are all pets. And good chance these 13 more that I got coming out are going to end up being pets too. So I'm going to be like at like 40 something, 45, what? Yeah, like 46, 48 snakes. Just this side of 50. Which, when I first started this, I said that I couldn't wait. And that, I saw people, they got, collections of 30 to 50 snakes. And I go, man, I can't even imagine. I would love to have that many snakes. Well, 6 years later, I've got that many snakes. And I can say I'm still happy, I honestly, I'd rather be spending money to keep animals than paying money for any of my other bills that I have. I honestly, the $400 I spend every 2.5 months, to feed these guys. That's just a food bill. That's not even paper towels and cleaning supplies, fucking any of that. That's just my food bill. And I don't bat an eye. I am more than happy. And after I've spent that money, I am so excited about that food coming. I get just as excited about when I got food coming for my snakes as when I got pots coming for my motorcycle, or anything like that. You know, any toy or trinket or trash that I might have coming for myself. I get just as excited about fucking their food coming in the mail as I do anything else coming for me. You know. You see her. Look, boa. See what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, my boas act more like what people say ball pythons act like than, everybody fucking, when I first got into these snakes and all that, everybody said, oh, if you want a pet rock, get yourself a ball python. If you want a snake that's going to be sociable and going to move around and you're going to have to, hand over hand, with it a lot, get yourself a boa. Look at me hand over hand, and oh my god, this is miserable. This is so miserable. Actually, you guys didn't hear me, but when I took her out, I said, hey, play dead. But you guys didn't hear me. Play dead, Motley. She's not dead. She's just that comfortable. This is a comfortable snake. Roxy was another comfortable snake. That's just my snakes saying, hey, I'm just as comfortable with him as I am in my own home. And see, what reaction am I getting? Nothing. She's not dead. She's playing dead. No, boas don't play dead. Boas don't play dead, do they? Hi, baby. She's such a good girl. She is. And we love each other. We do. We love each other. All right, do me a favor. Everybody say hello so I know who's in here. If you can do that for me. I don't ask much, but if everybody could at least say hi so I'd get to see who's actually still in here. I know, Evie, you're good. I know you're on your TV. But it would be nice to know whether Evan's still in here. Evan might be gone. Thank you, Evie. But I knew you were still here, Evie. I know. I'm sure Danielle's probably here too, but Danielle's probably got shit going on and playing in the background. You can rewind this. I'm pretty sure you can go like back, Danielle, and watch the egg part. It's a little ways in there. Yeah, it does for me too, Evan. But I was just kind of wondering who was in here because I like to be able to know, you know what I mean? So it's nice to know who I'm talking to, that's all. But Danielle's probably away. She's probably on the phone with her mom or something. Who you guys want to see? You guys want to see Peanut? Peanut has gotten so big. Well, for Peanut. Okay, for Peanut has gotten so big. Because no, Peanut is by far, like, huge. But Peanut is growing so good. I know, you guys probably was like, oh man, she's going to be so big. No, but she is a lot bigger than she was. This is a dragonfly. I produced her. Evie, that's in here, has her brother and sister. Romeo and, oh my God. Romeo and, oh my God. She just told me last time and I knew it too. Don't tell me, Evie. Phoenix and Romeo. I don't know why in the hell. I love that Flight of the Phoenix. Both of them. The original and the new one with, I think it's Dennis Quaid. I love both of them movies. Them movies are awesome. Flight of the Phoenix. And I will say that's where Phoenix came from. I wasn't even thinking about the actual phoenix, the bird, which is beautiful too. But I had just watched The Flight of the Phoenix when she was born, and that's where I got her name from. But she and Phoenix was always so good. I love Phoenix. Phoenix was supposed to be a holdback, but Evie was the perfect candidate to take, Romeo. She's got 4 snakes from me. She got Twitch, Lieutenant Dan, Romeo, and Phoenix. She got 2 clowns, and she got 2 fires. And this is their sister, Peanut. Peanut's such a good girl too. None of my snakes are head shy. No. And it's not from working with them either. I've never rubbed her on her head and made her, comfortable that way. She's just that comfortable with me and the wife. All right, Evie. Thank you, Evie, for joining us while you could. I do appreciate it because I do know you had stuff going on. So that was awesome that you stuck around anyway. Appreciate that. Always appreciate all you guys that come here. Evan, Danielle, all you guys. Anybody that comes and spends any time, even if it's only 5 minutes, I don't care. That's 5 minutes that you guys gave me out of your day. So I appreciate all you guys. Yeah, it looks like that spider, don't it? But no, it has absolutely no spider. Gypsy the firefly. That has no spider in it. That's Mom. And then, cause my big male that I fucking tell everybody how huge he is. Pinstripe. He's the male, and he's got no spider. But see, that's where that pattern comes from. Is from him. What looks kind of like the spider pattern, but it comes from him. He just ate last night. He ate, and when I fed him, I fucking see that he actually had fucking left me a little package. So I waited for him to swallow his food, and then me and the wife came in, and the wife and I went through and we cleaned him up. I cleaned his tub. The wife held him and I cleaned him up. These girls ate last night. Yeah, this girl ate last night. That's Brandy. Yeah, it's Brandy. And there's Cleo. She ate too. 2 of my 3 normals. Holly ate last night too. My other normal. My last normal. Yes, I'm glad you did. Because I just got done saying that, Danielle. Did you actually catch it? I said, hey, Danielle, you can go back and rewind the live and go back to the beginning. But yes, I am super excited. I'm stoked. But I'm also to the point where it kind of sucks too, because I don't need 13 more snakes. I really don't. And I only paired the 2 females because you're not guaranteed to get anything. But it's amazing that the 5 females I did pair all laid for me. Not that I did the 3 before. The first 3 clutches that I got, I'm counting. And then these 2, I only paired them 2 females, and I was only counting on getting one clutch. And when you know, because I only wanted one, I got 2. But I'm very happy because they look like they should be perfect. There shouldn't be any issues with the babies. Those eggs look great. You know, they always wrinkle up and they look like that. But you see, there's no mold. There's nothing in my friggin' tubs in those egg tubs that makes you go, ugh. Because I guarantee you, if you look and watch enough fucking people's videos, you're gonna come across lots of nasty looking fucking eggs that have got mold growing on them and everything else. And I'm telling you, the big secret is the distilled water. I use distilled water and I do the fucking sponges. They're not sitting in water. There's no chance of them being able to rot or anything like that. You know what I mean? Stick them right on that flamicolite. I mean, I do like when they use the flamicolite and they use the egg trays on top of the flamicolite. I don't like the thought of those eggs being right on wet shit when they put it right on the flamicolite or whatever that crap is. I'm pretty sure it's flamicolite. But anyway, hey Jackie, I see you, buddy. Appreciate it. Hopefully we get a couple more people in here. I got a couple people I let know on Instagram because they said they like my content on Instagram, and I said, well, if you like my content on Instagram, you know, maybe you'd like some of my content on YouTube, or you can at least mute me and just watch and look at my snakes. Nobody has to listen to my ass. All right, I got just a few I can take out because literally I fed 14 snakes Monday. Thursday night I fed 14 snakes, and then last night I fed another 10. So I don't really have a whole lot of snakes I can take out. I take Callie out. No, I can't. Callie ate last night. Peanut, Vixen ate, Lucky ate. Oh, I can take Ziggy out. Ziggy didn't eat. He'll come out. You guys want to see this snake that nobody wants? No, it's not that. I know nobody's got money. I don't have any more money than anybody else does right now. But this is Ziggy. Ziggy's looking good. Oh, he's looking great, really. Not just looking good, he's looking great. And he's very sociable. This guy's another sociable snake. You know, loves people. I am very lucky to have very sociable snakes, that's for sure. And Evie will tell you, Evie's snakes took right off of her from get-go. They weren't scared of her in the least. You know, I really thought that in itself, because when I first got into snakes and all that, I tried finding breeders that actually held their snakes a lot. Yes, they are, but he's going to be just like any other, you know, clown. He will start dulling up some. He won't be as bright and all that as he gets older, but he's still going to have that crazy clown pattern, you know, and he's got beautiful eyes too. He really does. He's got them beautiful clown eyes. That's why I really like the clowns myself. Was not just for the head stamp, was the damn eyes. Yes, Danielle saying hi, Jackie, just in case you didn't catch it. Sometimes we're looking away. And it will disappear. Well, it disappears on me. On my phone. Evie had to run, so Evie's gone. But, and I don't know, Jackie might be gone too. Jackie might have left. Oh, I can take Lightning out. Lightning can come out too, though. Because the little bastard, he refused. He refused. I tried feeding him Thursday night. Oh, yeah, Jackie's here. Oh, stop. What are you doing? This is Lightning. Did you hear him letting a bunch of air out? He didn't hiss. He just like like deflated when I touched him. No, I can tell you right now, the leopard fades as well because leopard is way faded compared to when I first got her when she was a baby, Evan. Even she's faded. Her yellows are so dull now compared to when she was young. So the leopard isn't gonna help hold the color. It won't. As much as I wish it would, it's not gonna. But it doesn't dull up as bad as some of them. You know what I mean? Some morphs actually dull right up. But leopard's not bad. You know what I mean? And not all clowns dull right up either, because Feisty is still a pretty colorful snake. You know? But she just ate too. Yeah, she is. Whoops. But see, she's held her colors really good. She just ate last night. Nice medium rat. And so did Lepra. Leopard did too. Oh, I gotta pull her out more so I can show you. I just had her out this morning. Try to get it to where but her yellows aren't even really yellow now. They look more tan. But I mean, she was like popping yellow. Like way yellow. You know, if you really want to see it, you can go back to my unboxing videos from the very beginning. You know, because I like I said, I got unboxing videos on every one of these snakes, you know, that I didn't produce. So, but wife's back. You're okay, girl. Well, my puppy's back. See, my puppy had to come in, say hi. Yeah, she does, but her yellows and her black is like has even lightened up. Her black isn't as black as it was, and her yellow's nowhere near. I mean, she was like bumblebee yellow and black. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, incredible. I mean, was like super popping. I mean, like, she was gorgeous when she was a baby. She looks good still now because you didn't get to see what she looked like before. If you had seen what she looked like when I first got her, you'd be like, wow, yeah, she looks nice now, but you're right. She looked fantastic when she was a baby. It's just, you know, it's part of the process. We don't look good when we get older either. You know, we start to dull, our hair turns white, and but yeah, I mean, did you look up, if you go to Morph Generator and you look up Black Pewter 100% Het Clown times Leopard Pastel 100% Het Clown, there's like 14 different friggin', you know, 14 different, what do I want to say? You need help, baby?
No, I get it, baby.
14 different outcomes. It's not really what I wanted to say, but there's like 4 different outcomes that I could possibly get. You know, I'm excited. Hopefully, I get like a super pastel, because pastel to pastel, visual pastel to visual pastel is supposed to give you super pastel. Fucking look up super pastels. Those are fucking cool as shit. But I could get super pastel clown leopards. You know what I mean? Or I could get leopard pastel hat for clown. I mean, yes, combos. There you go. It wouldn't come to me. There's like 14 different combos I could get from them. And most of my other, you know, even my albino inchy 100% hat clown to feisty my clown 100% hat albino didn't have that many combos that I could come up with. There was only like, I don't know, five or six different combos I could come up with that snake. There's like 14 different combos with those 2 snakes that I got. So it's kind of gonna be, I'm gonna use fucking my guy that I always have help me identify my snakes. I'm gonna have him help and make sure that I know exactly what they are. So, but yeah, I could use Dale, and Dale's really good, but I like going to this guy fucking oh my god, I bought a couple snakes from him actually, and he actually is the one that helped me identify all my other clutches. Fucking he's on YouTube, and he's been in it for like 30 fucking years. So he's older. He's, I'd say, 5 years older than I am, but he's been doing it forever, and he's still a big time breeder. You know, he's a big time breeder that you don't really know about. And there are a lot of big breeders out there that you don't know about because they just don't do YouTube. He doesn't post any of his snakes on Facebook. You know what I mean? When he has snakes to sell, he sells them off Morph Market. And he's got another platform that he sells them. He'll show some pictures here and there, but he doesn't actually try to sell any of them on Facebook or anything like that. He just shows some pictures of them every once in a while. And I'm still trying to think of his friggin' name, but I can't think right now because I want to. Hey, what's going on, oldie? Geo, you'll have to rewind this live because I showed the eggs off in the very beginning, probably an hour ago. So, yes, thank you. We got 2 clutches in the incubator, but we're only at D50 on 1 clutch. So, yeah, I don't have a whole lot of snakes I can show. I fed 14 Monday night, and Thursday night, and I fed 10 last night. So, I don't have many I could take out. Tiana just ate. Well, he just ate Thursday, but yeah, I could probably take him out. Oh, my clown albino, Enchi, she just ate last night too. Yeah, this girl. I got a good chance of hitting another one of them. See how fat she is right here. She had a large small rat. Meaning she had on the larger side of what I call a small rat last night. So, but I can take this guy out. I can take Blaze out. I'll take Blaze out. Her dad. Actually, did he eat last night? Yeah, he ate Thursday. He ate Thursday night. So we're good with Blaze. For a little bit. But he's still digesting. He hasn't peed yet. So from eating. But that's Blazy. My good boy. But yeah, I'll put him back because he hasn't gone to the bathroom yet from after eating Thursday night. Give him, I'll clean, fix his tub up though. I'll fix his tub up though. It is Blazy. Blazy's a lazy. Yes, the other eggs haven't started my second clutch because I think those are like 2 weeks later. I think my last female laid 2 weeks after the other egg. So we're a couple weeks out now from day 50 on the second clutch. But those eggs are still perfect. Look beautiful. You know what I mean? I mean, perfectly. They look like they should. You know, nice and round and all that. So they're a ways out from day 50 because when you get close to day 50, they start wrinkling up. You know.
Did you tell Dad it was the best Walmart pickup yet? You got to watch a whole family of mallard ducks.
Really?
Yeah, right there where I parked. Fucking, I got some pictures. They were like right in that parking space
Yeah.
in front of the car.
And you got to watch the ducks.
Yeah, he just sitting there with his head out. Some guy that was waiting, he's like, "Oh my God, he's being so good."
Well, yeah. My dog is awesome. He doesn't bark at people. You know, we had people come up and go, "Oh, is he friendly?" And we go, "Yeah," because he's got his head sticking out of the car window. And they go, "Can I pat him?" We go, "Absolutely. He would love that." And they come right up and pat Diablo, and they can't believe how good he is because he is. He just loves everybody. For as big as he is, he's over 120 pounds easily now. And he's just a big baby. He's great with kids. He's good with animals, people. You know, the biggest thing with him is he scares people though, because when he sees people, he just wants to run over and say hi. And he's a kisser. So he's constantly jumping up because he's tall. He's fucking as tall as I am when he stands on his hind legs. And literally, he jumps up and you don't put his feet on him. He jumps up so he can kiss you. Because he wants to kiss you in the face. But it freaks a lot of people out, which I totally understand. You know, yesterday we took him out and I let him free run without even his leash on. You know, not even a collar on when there's nobody around. I only leash him and collar him to make other people feel more comfortable. Because when we left yesterday, there was people around, so I put his collar on and his leash on, and we were walking out. Well, this couple had a couple little kids. I would say 5 to 8 years old, maybe. And he took one look at those kids, and he went like he was going to run right over there. And he barked a little bit, you know, and I could see the parents. They're like starting to freak out because they're seeing him act like that. But it was because he wanted to run over there and kiss them. And you know, he sees little kids and he just wants to go over there to see them and play with them. He's really good. He don't knock kids over. He don't get to that point. He's so happy and he's excited, but he will make sure that he don't bump into them or anything like that. He's really gentle with kids. And it's really funny to see because when he's playing with me, he's not that gentle. You know, he doesn't hurt me, but he's not that gentle when me and him roughhouse. But when it comes to little kids, to watch him sit there and as big as he is and tiptoe around kids, it's just awesome. Your wife's there with you too? Wife's here with me too. Diablo! He's coming. That's my boy right there with his gold eyes. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Okay, bud. Fucking dog. Yeah, see? Told you he's a kisser. Yes. That's my Diablo. All right, hold on, buds. People want to see you. I know he didn't look very big there, but he does when Dad gets down with him now. Look at these people. Look at those people up here. You see those people? They want to see you, bud. Yes, I love you too. Did you have a good trip with Mom? Did you have a good trip with Mom? You did? You did? Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, he does have some brindle in there.
Yes, he's got lots of brindle. Yes.
He's all black.
I wanted him all black. Get it all right. Okay. Okay. You gotta get down. Okay. Yes. I love you too. Fucking nice. Some people are gonna be like, that's so fucking gross. I don't care. My face wash is off. And I probably kissed a lot worse than that dog. And over my years.
Wife won't make any comments.
My wife says she won't make any comments. Yes, he does. And we have drool rags. When we leave the fucking... We've got at least a couple drool rags in the car right now. There's at least 2 to 3 on the coffee table. The kitchen is only 10 feet away, but we have 2 drool rags on the kitchen table. I mean, on the kitchen fucking counter. Our bedroom's got at least a couple drool rags. Normally fucking people would fucking think, oh, those are sex rags. Fuck no, those are for the dog. You're like, hey, no, those are all for the dog, man. And we do. When I go anywhere with him, I've got a drool rag in my back pocket. Fucking, he drools all the time. And it just runs out of him when you're eating. I mean, literally, there'll be a pool of just clear liquid drool on the floor when you're eating. But he's really good. He doesn't like fucking drool on you, but he can't help it. With similar personality, I miss the old man. Died last year from kidney failure. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Gio. I don't care. There's nothing like losing a dog, man. Honestly, it's the worst. And it's because, and I tell my wife the same thing. Yes, we love our girls, and I love my son and all that. And I'm not saying that it wouldn't hurt as bad if I lost my son and all that. But the dogs don't go anywhere. They're here day in and day out. Your kids move away as they get old. When they get older, kids move off, but dogs stay with you day in and day out. You see them more than any other family, that you're going to have. And it's just, to me, dogs are like the ultimate family, only because they're always there. They're always there. And no matter what you do, that dog is always going to be there. Fucking family's not like that. Isn't that something? Fucking family's not like that, but a fucking dog, loyalty of a dog, there's just nothing like the loyalty. Their loyalty is just like gold to me. And I've been lucky. I've never had a bad dog. All my dogs have been exactly the same. I like your big working dogs, your guard dogs, but I'll tell you, I've had so many guard dogs. It takes a long time to get them to where they're lovable like he is. My American Bulldog, it took him almost 3 years for him to be 3 years old before he started being a lap dog and cuddling and all that. In the beginning, he acted like if you went and hugged him and all that, he'd walk away. He'd be like, what in the fuck? But all my other dogs that weren't necessarily guard dogs, my Rottweiler, I wouldn't consider Rottweilers I guess some people would call them guard dogs, but I've had 3 Rottweilers. They weren't much fucking guard dogs. They wouldn't go out of where the light was shining at night. If they wouldn't go. If it was dark and shadowy, they wouldn't go. That's not a guard dog. Guard dog don't give a fuck whether it's light, dark, or whatnot. My fucking American Bulldog hears something in the dark, he's going. He's running right through the dark to wherever, whatever's going on. My Rottweilers, you got a flashlight, Dad? You shine it over there, I'll go over there, but I ain't going over there unless you got a fucking light. I mean, you know, they were protective, but it have to be during the day. Like if they couldn't see the person in the dark, they weren't gonna do anything. They're gonna stand on the edge of the fucking where it's light and stare into the darkness. That's what they would do. And we're talking 120, 130 pound Rottweilers. Had Doberman Rottweiler, same fucking way. You know, so. But Diablo don't give a shit. Sit there while walking beside me, snow blowing. I've been out there fucking using a skill saw, and as soon as the fucking piece of wood that I'm cutting drops, he's grabbing it. While I got the sawzall over his head, he's grabbing the fucking block of wood underneath. Dog's not scared of nothing. Not scared of sounds, vacuum cleaner, it don't matter. We take him out to 4th of July parties, and he sits there and enjoys the friggin' fireworks with everybody else. He doesn't jump. His ears never fucking do anything when the fucking fireworks are going off. He has no worries of anything. And he's the only dog I've ever had that has been like that with fireworks. Thunder. He hears thunder. He wants to go outside and see what the hell's out there. He'll stand out in a thunderstorm and act like it's no big deal. All my other dogs, fuck you, they're in the house, and if they're not shaking and shivering, they ain't going outside. Diesel was the worst. Diesel, my American Bulldog, 120 pound dog, sit there and shake and shiver as soon as the fucking thunderstorms start. Rocky, my red-nosed pit bull, go hide in the bedroom. This dog, oh, what, Dad? Let me out. I want to go see what's outside. It's amazing. But he wasn't very lovable. He's just started being really what I consider a cuddly dog. He was always a kisser, though, from when he was a puppy. But literally, when we brought him home, normally you bring a puppy home and you sit them with you, they will sit right with you. They're more comfortable sitting with you than anywhere else. When he would get ready to go to sleep, he would get up and go to the other end of the fucking couch, as far away as he can get from you, and sleep all by himself. And he was always like that till he was probably 2 years old. Fucking, when we'd be sitting there on the couch, and he'd be, sitting with me in my lap or whatever, but as soon as he'd feel like he was going to go to sleep or wanted to go to sleep, he'd get up and go sit on the other side of the couch. I never had a dog like that. Rather be by himself than with people when he's sleeping or any of that. When it come time that he was ready to go to sleep, he wanted to be by himself. And I've never had dogs like that. They're always climbing in my lap and sleeping in my lap. This dog would get out of my lap to go sleep somewhere else. But Diesel was kind of the same way too. I'm reading your comment right now, Evan. I have 2 pets. The male might actually be an American Staffordshire. Ooh, it went away. Because he's bigger, but the female loves every human no matter what. The male can tell when people are sketchy, laugh out loud. Yeah, all dogs can fucking tell when people are sketchy. I will. Danielle says hello, honey. She's putting groceries away. Or she's probably rolling one, maybe. I don't know. But I'll tell her when she comes in. But yeah, no, I've all my dogs have been able to tell fucking when, and it's almost, I don't know if it's fucking, and they all almost read off me too, because Diesel and Diablo both, when something's up, they'll start looking at me, and I start getting a lot more eye contact. You know, when sketchy people are around, they don't like growl or do anything like that. They're not going to go over to the person and want to be made of, but they'll keep eyeballing me like they're looking to me to know whether, you know, they're picking up what they should be picking up. Basically, my dogs are always looking to me. Like when we like Diablo yesterday, we take him on walks all the time, and we took him down this trail that at the end of the trail goes right down to the river, and we were all by ourselves down there. So like I said, I let him walk in by himself. I don't have to fucking tell my dog to fucking stay with us. He will go so far, and then he always stops, and then he turns around to make sure me and the wife are right there. When he gets to the point, if he's going farther than I want him to, I don't yell to him. Wife and I turn around and start walking the opposite direction. And then my dog starts fucking beelining it and comes back to us. And then as soon as he comes back to us, then we turn around, we start walking the other way. But that's how I train my dogs. There's no call, you know, come back. Fuck no. It's you go so far, and when you go too far, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to walk the opposite direction. And a good dog is going to want to be with his people. He's not going to want to keep going. And that's how I've always trained my dogs. I don't fucking do the call return. No. You know, the most I might say is, hey, you stay with us. That's it. There's no call back. Fucking, you know. And what we've done too, when we took him out once and he wasn't really paying attention to us, and I could tell, yes, he would wander so far and then he'd turn and look, but then he'd keep wandering. Well, I told my wife, I said, hey, let's go fucking hide behind this tree right here. That's just off from the walking trail. And we did. We stood behind that tree, and when he turned and he didn't see us, we could see the fucking panic in his eyes that, oh my word, where are my people? And he come flying down that fucking trail. We weren't that far away, but he come flying down that trail with his nose fucking all over the ground looking for us. And he found us, but as soon as he saw us, instantly we could see the relief in his eyes. He was like worried, concerned, where are my fucking people? And guess what? After that, he never let us out of his sight the rest of that day while we was walking on that trail. You know, it's simple shit. People think that you've got to just keep reprimanding your dog all the time when they're doing stuff. No, a lot of times all you got to do is just redirect. And he picked right up on, oh, we're gonna walk the opposite direction because you're not paying attention. And now we're gonna walk the opposite direction. And since we hid behind that tree, it's a big deal for him now to make sure that he watches us. And that whole time yesterday, I never once had to ask him to come back. One time on video, and I'm going to put it up on Diablo, my King Corso's Instagram. I'm going to put those videos up from yesterday out down at the river, him swimming, and not really swimming. He walks up to where it gets up to about the sides of his belly, and then he don't go any farther because Dad's not out there with him. Because if any of you guys watch videos, you'll see he goes out with a wife, but he don't really care that she's out there. But if Dad was out there, because as soon as Dad turns, he's out in the water with the wife. As soon as Dad starts walking away or walking somewhere else, he comes flying right inland and wants to know what Dad's doing. If I walked out with him in the water, which I would have, but I didn't bring shorts, and he would have went right out and probably went swimming. But it's only like the third or fourth time he's even been in the water ever. But he loves the water. He don't want to go out in the rain though, unless he absolutely has to. He'll go out and pee, you know, if he has to go in the rain. But other than that, he won't go to fuck outdoors if it's raining, but he'll go right in the water like nothing. I got video of him putting his head right underneath the water, pulling this great big fucking waterlogged fucking stick up, about this big around, about 8 feet long, fucking puts his head right underneath the water and grabs a hold of it, drags it up on shore. I gotta read your comment here. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But the one thing about pit bulls, though, they are the ultimate family dog. I've had plenty of pit bulls. I had like 2 or 3 pit bulls. Well, I've had 3. I had a puppy, but I ended up fucking getting in trouble, and I had to get rid of that one. I had to go jail. They don't know bringing no dog to jail with me. But I had a puppy, American pit bull. Fucking, I mean a pit bull. Um, all the pit bulls I've had have always been purebreds, you know, because they're a dime a dozen around here. You can find them everywhere around here. But anyway, and they were all, even though they were my dog, they didn't act like I was their person. They love everybody, literally. I mean, pit bulls, if you want a dog that is not going to be a one person dog or you want a non one person dog, get yourself a pit bull because they are the all around family dog. They love everybody. They love everybody equally in the family. They will protect everybody in that family. It's not going to be, oh, you're my person. I'm going to protect you more than these other people in our family. They will go to no end to protect their whole family. Diablo's going to protect me. I'm telling you. If fucking somebody is coming after me and my wife, the dog is going to protect me. You know, I mean, and Diesel, my American Bulldog, same way. Going to protect Dad. Even people that he knew, if they came up to shake my hand, Diesel would lunge at them because he didn't want anybody touching me. He didn't even like my wife touching me. He would bark at her, but he would get aggressive with anybody else. He would lunge right at him just for putting a hand out to shake my hand. I mean, he was too aggressive. You know, Diablo doesn't even act like he even looks at anybody as a threat yet. You know what I mean? Nobody's acted really scared of him too, which is good. Because that's what triggered my American Bulldog. I had somebody come over. He loved everybody and he was great with everybody. And then I had one person come over and acted petrified. And then after that, that's when he became overly protective of Dad. You'd be surprised, dude. I know because we used to say the same thing. We didn't think Rocky. We always said Rocky's not gonna fucking protect anybody because he just loves everybody. But you don't know until that situation actually arises. And I think you're gonna find your dog is gonna definitely know who his family is and who isn't. Because I totally get that, Evan. We said the same thing about our red nose pet. There's no fucking way he would, but I guarantee you, if because he never, there was never even remotely close to a time that he would have ever had to do that. But if he literally saw something going down, I don't think Rocky would have not known what was going on. What is that? Chihuahua? Yeah, Chihuahuas are fucking nasty little dogs anyway. They got little dog syndrome. Oh yeah, that's little dog syndrome though. They don't care. They know they're smaller than everybody else, but they're gonna act like they're 6 times bigger than everybody else. What's up, Skeeta? But I love dogs. I've always been a big dog person. I always had dogs. That's why when my last 2 dogs died, I had no dogs, and I always at least had one fucking dog my whole life. So that I think it was 6 months. I went 6 months without a dog because I felt you feel obligated not to go right out and get another dog because you don't want the even though the dog that you had before isn't around anymore, you still don't want anybody to think that they didn't matter. You know what I mean? So I never went right out and got another dog because I normally had two dogs. So when one died, I still had a dog. You know what I mean? And then when I got to know dogs, it killed me. I was a whole nother person. You know, you get so used to coming home and always having that, oh my God, you're home. Whether you're gone 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it don't matter. You get the same reaction if you were gone 2 hours. They are so glad you're home. And they just want to please. Dogs just want to please. They really do. They're all about, they just want to make everybody else happy. You know, and I felt bad, and I wasn't gonna get another dog because I was like, man, Diesel meant way more than that to me, and I just don't feel right going and getting another dog already, you know. But it killed me not having a dog, so my wife started looking, and I want another American Bulldog. Diesel was one of the best dogs I ever had besides my Rottweiler. Rocky was an excellent all around family dog, great dog. You couldn't ask for any more, but they are pig headed. They are bull headed. That dog, if he didn't think he was doing anything wrong, he wouldn't listen. That is a pit bull for you. If they think in their mind, which a lot of times he wasn't doing anything wrong, I didn't want him going up into the main driveway where we share a driveway with a guy out back. I want him to stay here in our part of the driveway, not the shared driveway part. He would be walking past our driveway and I'd be hollering to him, Rocky, stay home. Rocky, get back here. And he would literally look at me and be like, Dad, look, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to go over here, which is where I didn't want him, and go over there and sniff, pee, and then he'd come back and he'd be swagging. He'd have this swagger to him like, see, Dad, I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't doing nothing. No, you really wasn't in your mind, but in my mind, you need to stay fucking home. You know what I mean? And you just couldn't get it in his head. You know, no, that's not home. You stay the fuck home. The only dog that wouldn't listen. Diesel doesn't go. Diablo and Diesel always stay home. Diablo stays home. He doesn't go anywhere. He's outside without a collar. I don't hook my dog out. We open up the door, let him out. Shut the door. You know what? He asks when he wants to come back in. He barks. He goes woof. And we let him back in. Yes, I go out and make sure he's home because yes, it took training to get him to stay home. But now that he's almost 3 years old, we just let him out and he stays home. Husses walk by, people with dogs walk by. He stays right in this yard. And I mean, they're walking 30 yards away from him. You know, walking by here in the front yard, in the main road. Walking by, dogs and their people walking by, stay right in this yard. Don't have to fucking tell him to stay. Watch him. And he's just sitting there watching them go by. You know, he knows to stay home. But I also treat my dog like he's a person too. I talk to him like I would kids. You know, when I was teaching our kids, I talk to him the same way. He listens to our conversation. If me and the wife say that we're going to go somewhere, that fucking dog is up. And we don't say go. And we started spelling shit and we can't even spell it anymore because he's gotten to the point where he knows what we're fucking spelling now. He listens to our conversations. When me and the wife are talking, you watch the dog. He's doing this. And he knows what's going on. You know, he knows my buddy's ringtone when my buddy calls to say, hey, let's go for a ride. My phone starts going off with that motorcycle ringtone, the Harley tone. He picks his head up, and as soon as I say hello, he starts sulking. His head goes right down because he knows Dad's probably going to leave. I'm telling you, my dog is fucking wicked smart. And dogs are a lot smarter than fucking people fucking think. All you got to do is treat them like they have a brain. And they will do amazing things for you. My wife's seen it. My wife is amazed. My wife said she never seen dogs like hours before. And she's had dogs. Her mother used to have the miniature collies. Fucking, she grew up with dogs, and she was still surprised at how our dogs were. No, they are dog, and good dogs want to know what's going on. You know what I mean? They want to know. They don't just want to hear it from you. They want to hear what's going on, not just you telling them. Diablo is constantly listening to us. We say all the time, "You're the nosiest fucking dog we've ever had," but he's also probably the smartest fucking dog I've ever
He
had.
wants to know what's going on.
He does.
He feels left out when he doesn't know.
Yeah, that's it. If he don't know, he feels like he's not included. And here he is back again. Yes. You're a good boy. We tell everybody about you. We tell everybody how good you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. And he's a wicked talker, too. Yes. Are you a happy boy? You're a happy boy. Yes. Loves his dad. You love your dad? Do you love dad? Yes, you love your dad. Yes, you do. Love his eyes. He's got those gold brown eyes. They look really gold when he's in the sunshine. Yes, you're such a good boy. But all right, I've probably been on the air long enough. I appreciate everybody's time. Like I said, I appreciate anybody spending 5 minutes here, because it's still 5 minutes out of your day that you guys spent here with me. So I really do appreciate it. But I will be doing updates. Don't worry, you will see what's going on with the eggs. Doug just hit the camera. You'll see what's going on as soon as I get a pip. I'm gonna do it all on camera. Whether I do it on a live or whether I video it, but you guys will see what's going on in these clutches. Right from the first pip we see to everything else. So you guys have a great Sunday too. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Evan and your wife, for hanging out this morning. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And everybody take care. And hopefully we'll see you soon. All right. Cheers, everyone. I gotta give it a few seconds. Awesome. Oh, thank you, Skeeter. See, that's why I'm glad when you guys comment, because then I can at least acknowledge the ones that are here. Because I do want everybody to know that I do appreciate everybody here. So, everybody have a fantastic day. We'll see you real soon. All right. Cheers.
What'd you end up with?
I don't know. I gotta.
Oh, I didn't tell you yet.
It didn't tell me yet. I gotta sign out first.